It's the Cable
All dastardly liars. So broadside I have higher than any other card in this pack, but we already did some broadside drafting today, and those decks went really well. I'm going to grab this Archon. Archon's also dope as shit, in the same range for sure. Let's take a crab. Let's Archon. Let's just have some nasty comes into play abilities. Lapse, I guess. Suppose. What color's the cock? It's white. Yeah, I ordered see-through stuff. They delivered white stuff. I was like, all right, I guess I'll use my cock gun and spray white stuff all over my walls. Whatever. Everyone does need some sticky, long-lasting cock they can rely on, yes. And if you elect me as president, what size is the cock? Average size. Oh, shit. What do you do with this? I'm really unexcited by Ledger Shredder. You're that Ledger Shredder, you do not excite me. I'll draft it anyway. Dumbass bird. Ooh, show and tell. This is a show and tell start if I've ever seen one, huh? Is it a big deal about how long it lasts? Cock? I think so. I mean, it depends on what you're doing it for, right? So, what I'm using it for is along my base trim. It'd be nice if I just like never had to do that ever again, right? If it was just like sealed for the rest of the time that I live in this house. That's how we've had like centipedes and earwigs get in. It's like that seal along the foundation, and then if they're like the trim is not like exactly flush, little bugs and critters can like fucking crawl in through there. So I've been slowly sealing it all up. And last year we had a shitload of earwigs in the house. There was also just like a huge earwig explosion in Wisconsin, so it wasn't just me. But we've been noticing less like everything, like ants and whatnot, ever since I started sealing stuff. In the laundry room, it didn't really make sense to do caulk, and I used spray foam along that foundation crack. Oh, interesting. So you sell molding trim, and you said that there's a specific thing using an adhesive like liquid nails to attach it to your wall, and that seals the gaps once it's set. That's tempting, guy who hates toast, because it sounds like you know what you're talking about. And I do like listening to people that know what they're talking about. Ooh, Vampiric Tutor. That's super late. And very good here, right? Just fucking excellent. The issue is, I already have this, like, fancy cock. And I've already done 2/3 of my... 2/3 of the area. But I appreciate the advice. Right? Rainy season Pyro Dragon. Rainy season's the worst. All the bugs move. Did I wear earplugs to bed for protection against earwigs? Earwigs are not interested in your ears, believe it or not. They can also fly, which you wouldn't really know just by looking at them. It, like, fucking startled the crap out of me when I first saw a video. They don't do it very often, and they don't fly very well. Here, I'll show you all a video. Yeah, they have these, like, shitty little wings that they just never fucking use. This music is amazing. But they can only go, like, a few feet. They suck at it. Dollar store wings, exactly. Exactly, yeah. Hello, Psychic Frog. How you doing? How you doing, good old friend? Ooh, a little Emperor Bones action, huh? A little Emperor Bones. No, like, Knight or Duke of Bones. We got the Emperor Bones. Inquisition sounds good. Echo is like really good with Frog. You bin it, you flash it back, you fucking bin your hand, bin both hands, you know, fucking tenue or whatever it is. We're gonna take the Inquisition though. We're gonna make sure that Frog gets in, huh? Clear the path a little bit. That starting town's a little tempting. Little mana drain, little pick 3 mana drain, whatever that is. Or that was pick 4. Blue open to the left of me. Blue open to the right. Let's take a Sunken Ruins. A little bit of fixed in here. The Lotus Petal's very tempting with this start, though. I gotta say, it's a little tempting. I'm gonna turn this track up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Fnatic for the Vamp Tutor would be excellent. We haven't, like, really had hints that Reanimator is open. We haven't seen a bunch of reanimation effects. I'm guessing somebody else will nab it. It would be sweet, though. Oh, hey, Animate Dead. Fuck yeah, Squid Squad. I would love that. Anybody here ever visited Cincinnati? I'm pretty sure I've been a few times. I think I've been in Columbus a lot more in terms of Ohio. Columbus is the one that's got the, like, kind of a dope-ass farmer's market type situation, right? Or at least they did for a while, with a bunch of restaurant stalls set up and whatever. I remember they would have Magic tournaments, like, right down the street. And we would go there for lunch, and they'd have some bomb-ass Indian food. Badminton's, like, kind of a cool one to show and tell in, huh? I should take the Mind Twist, but I'm going to take the stupid new card. North Market's in Columbus. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, there used to be Magic tournaments there relatively often, like SCG 5Ks and stuff. Cincy is Findlay Market, which has a bunch of food stalls. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the North Market. That sounds very familiar. Also a surprisingly good music scene, if I recall. I remember I stayed there at a hotel once for an event, and I was just wearing like a Lamb of God shirt. And, like, everybody at the hotel, like, all the people working there complimented my shirt. Like, the hiring manager was a metalhead and just hired all of his metalhead friends. So we're in pack 3. We do need more fixing, which that Polluted Delta helps with. There's also a life death here, which would help another angle of the deck. Currently, we don't have a ton of ways of binning things. I'm gonna grab that Delta. We need the fixing. We need to get that goddamn fixing. You love the bookstore scene in Columbus? Very cool. Is Columbus purple politically? I think I, like, sort of considered it as a place to move at one point. Oh, Shelldock Isle action here. Quite blue. Gotcha. I bet this Shelldock Isle rips. I think I dig Tameo. Blue for Ohio, purple by coastal standards. Probably more purple than I'm used to, having lived in Madison for a while. Madison's pretty lefty. I once heard of Madison described as the lesbian capital of Wisconsin. And then you got the college here and everything. Very politically active town. Our voter turnout stats for Dane County are always ridiculous. A little tar pit action. Yeah. You dabble in lesbianism? You dabble? Amazing. That's a fantastic way to phrase that. I'm a dabbler. I have partaken. It is the state capital, yes, AR. Do I have any filler here? Not really. We need like 4 more cards. We're very light on removal, which kind of makes me want to grab that cut down. But I think True Name Nemesis is a much better card, like in general. Close stuff, I think. All right, I said we needed 4 cards, and then we picked 2 cards, and we still need 3 cards. So my math was fucky. I guess I can play this. I'm not huge on the profs here, but it did get a lot better with the True Name. And doesn't it work with Emperor Bones? Yeah, we can keep on putting counters on the Emperor Bones and reanimating things. And I guess Preacher's like okay filler. Or no, let's actually play the Umazawas. I don't love Umazawas in this deck, but it's okay, it's really good with True Name, right? And then maybe we play Preacher over profs. Time to start looking for jobs in Madison. Oh yeah, Madison's a great place to live. Like a fantastic magic scene. The food scene is decent. There's like a little bit of everything. It's a smaller city, so it's very easy to get around. But because it's a smaller city, flights are usually expensive. Usually you don't have very many direct flights, so you're usually flying to like Chicago or something before you can fly out. And because it's an awesome place to live, the cost of living is not cheap. It goes up. But the culture here is really good. There's gobs of live music. We've considered moving just for once the housing market exploded. I was kind of like, well, I could sell this house that I've only lived in for a few years and then move someplace else and basically like immediately pay off the mortgage with the difference. But then I'd have to live someplace else, right? I'd have to live someplace worse. At the end of the day, it wasn't worth it. What career industries are in Madison? One of the Madison's biggest employers is medical tech. So if you're in the tech field, like if you're like a program manager or fucking, I don't know anything about it. But like Epic is the area's largest employer. And they're a little outside of town, and there's other aspects of the tech and the medicine software industry in town as well. Another big employer is the college. There's a very large college. It does a lot of scientific research and such. And then we have a little bit of a tourism industry and such. Like most points of interest. The Epic campus is insane. It really is, yeah. I went on a couple dates with someone from Epic, and they brought me out there to check out the campus once and see a film. And I was like, okay, so like we're gonna like, I don't know, there'll be like a projector in the room or something. Nope, there's a whole ass theater, and they've got someone there like making popcorn and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Seems like they spend a lot of time and care in making it a cool campus to work on, so they can attract a lot of young talent while they still have that vigor, that energy, before they get all burnt out. I kind of want to keep this in like Vamp Tutor for show and tell. I'm just showing a crab, hope it wins. Oh, fun, Saradin. Do you enjoy working there? I mean, you must if you've been there for 15 years, right? It's a brutal job, and most people don't last long. I have a few friends that worked there, and what they did was they would work there for like 3 or 4 years, and then they took like a break and that for a year where they like couldn't work anywhere, and then they came back and worked as a consultant and like made more money. Well, very odd. But yeah, one of my buds ended up playing at like a bunch of different Grand Prix because his job at Epic involved him traveling around, and Epic didn't care if they were paying to fly him home or fly to like whatever random city. So he's like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking play a GP every weekend. Very cool, but also got old after a while, as you'd imagine. Has its ups and downs, but generally enjoy it there. Very cool, Saradin. Very cool. Well, I want to get this toxic down before I play my true name Nemesis, huh? That just seems like a good order of operations. I'd be a lot more afraid of like their pile of open blue mana if I didn't know what their hand looked like. Them, I choose them. Is Epic a baddie in healthcare, or they just supply the guns? I mean they're on the tech side of it, So like probably about as neutral as you can get in the healthcare industry. Like I'm just some fucking guy on the internet, but if I was gonna point out like a baddie in healthcare, I'd probably look at the insurance industry first. Other countries use Epic, if that answers your question. Yeah. It seems helpful. Being able to communicate with the doctor between appointments has been a game changer. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Wow. I'm suddenly regretting how I tapped this. Well, they didn't flash on our end of turn. What are they trying to flash back here? Do I win? Yay. That was technically a game of Magic the Gathering, huh? Oh, did I ever play Squid Squad Song Request? I feel like I did not. Play it now. Owl Bear. Is this power metal? It's gotta be power metal. As arrows hail. Well, this already rips. Drummer having a little bit of fun there. Hell yeah, Melancholy Night. Turn 1 Ledger Shredder is a lot better than turn 2 Ledger Shredder. What would I Vamp Tutor for? What's in this fucking deck? Maybe let's chill for a bit and tutor up Toxic or something. Vamp for an island. How's the cube been going? It's alright. There's only one card of each. However, we're doing cross-pod pairings. The benefit of that being that you get opponents much quicker. You don't have to wait for everybody in your draft to finish their rounds. A lot less downtime if you're streaming, which I am. I don't know if you noticed. Okie dokie. They're just fucking nuking me. Sure. Well, maybe I'm supposed to memory lapse that just because it's a card. I don't love memory lapsing that, but I also don't love not playing a card. What's got a hard discard here, huh? Fun tune. Well, this one's just regular heavy metal, but I very much enjoy it. So they didn't fire Confluence on the last turn. It's because they didn't want to 6 me with the fire Confluence. They wanted to loot. They wanted to trigger that Ledger Shredder. Actually, I think I'm just going to flip this. Just run it out and flip it immediately. Like, they looted earlier and tanked for forever and then mid-flash. Should mean that the cards in their hand are very scary. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sneak attack that they were chilling on, trying to play it around counters. Interesting. They didn't counterspell the Revealing Eye. A sick air guitar song? Perfect air guitar song. Hot diggity. In my head, I was like, well, surely the Psychic Frog will get countered. And then we just did so much better. Clear as day bait? Sort of. It's not just bait, right? The Shredder. It's also running it out first so I get the loot off of the frog. So when they counter it, I get some value. Was the idea. I wasn't thinking of it as bait. Not quite in the mood for this tune. I'll slow it down a little bit. Do I think Frog is too much for Cube? Huh? Frog's very good. It does scale awkwardly as the game goes on. If you play it on turn 2, you're beating like a lot of very powerful cards, right? Like I've played Frog on turn 2 and then beat my opponent's turn 2 Minsk and Boo, for example. Ten, you say? Well, I've got an unblockable creature, a menace creature, and a flying 4-power creature. Hot diggity. So I don't have Frog as like my non-power pack one pick one or anything. It's up there though. The Guards of Lorne. That's their fan Facebook page. It's called the Guards of Lorne. Some of them have done like meetups where they like made their own merch and stuff. Very fun group of folks. Bye, Toxic. Yeah, Broadside I think is my number one. I'd be surprised if they didn't grab the Mana Drain here. We'll see. Opponent's got 2 in hand. I'm going to play a Memory on 2 instead of the Shelldock. Just get a card closer towards something awesome to show and tell in. Opponent's playing Reanimator 2, but I'm not a coward. Would they pitch to Grief? Corpse Dance. You have a Guards of Lorne patch on your vest. Very cool. I have a pin. I don't have a patch on my vest. I've got a bunch of patches I need to put on. I might do another vest. Just because my patches have been building up and I'm running out of space. Well, this is going poorly. I'm going to try and trade with that Grief here, buy myself a little bit of time. The Nadu in the Clouds deck. I think that deck went 2-1. I think it did pretty well. Alright, I did this stupid. Way too easy to accumulate patches. Yeah, but I mean, it's sweet, right? It's sweet to support bans. Oh, it's got Menace. What am I doing? I've played so many Reefs. I'm still just fucking... Yup, no blocks. Yeah, I take 9. Yeah, your bat resolves. What's wrong with me, huh? Chat's trying to tap me on the shoulder like, yo, Caleb, that card you're trying to block, it's got like some kind of menace thing like that other card that you know that you can't block. Yeah, well... Ooh, a Ghost Vacuum. Send this Time Spiral out of here. Block. One lousy mana away. Well, that's gotta be winning, right? Yeah, resolves. What are we sneaking? A troll? Okay. I'll take the 6. That's a 2-mana Lava Axe right there. It's a 2-card Lava Axe, I should say. Hey, Cap Rats, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 29 months. So this Chrome Mox, unfortunately, cannot imprint the Bahamut. I mean, it can, but it won't tap for any color of mana. It needs to be a colored card. And the Bahamut is not a colored card. Now the crab hits a reanimation effect out of their hand to get back the Bahamut. It did not do that. Well, hopefully this doesn't fucking backfire super hard, huh? Yeah, it's kind of what I was expecting there. This is the first sword song I ever heard. Someone song requested it. And I saw this like music video that looks like it's like straight out of the fucking 70s. Like the fantasy background and like the garb and everything. And I was just like hooked. I was like, yep, this band rips. Is lethal scheming this? I guess damn is better. I wonder why they didn't activate the relic on their turn. Loot for something to sneak in. That's kind of what I was expecting. And if they hit something cool to sneak in, they can sneak it in at my end of turn. Well, that's probably going to beat me. These are real exciting cards if the opponent didn't have a sneak attack with 3 red mana in play. Boom, 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 boom. I think I gotta counter that. Seems a little winning, huh? This Entombed up in Atraxa. They just corpse danced up in Atraxa. Boom, boom, doodaloo doo. They got some more damage in there. Oh yeah, they got this for sure. Oh shit, what up? Hey Spawn, thanks for $4.20. Did not have a lot going on. Ask for more luster. Full luster just for you, Mark. Look at this lustrous draw. We got Tamio attacking. We got Days back up. We got clues to crank. My luster buster? Oh, nobody's busting this luster. That's a pretty good one under a Sheldock Elm. I don't think blue-green has like a ton of weight. Oh, there's black. was gonna say, it has a ton of ways of dealing with a planeswalker. If you play the Legislator there first, you get a loot, but it means it's like a little awkward against soft counters. You're gonna have to commit to doing the days, which is maybe better. I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna play Spawn Song Request. Holy Dickens! Look at this album art. Look at that shit. That's the good shit right there. Hey, Dakmore. Dakmore. Thanks for the $5 tip. Fuck yeah. How's it going today? It's going okay. Had a bit of a mixed morning. I made like a dope lunch and got some stuff done and whatnot. But my fiance got laid off. Or that's not the right term. She was let go. They the place she was working just like didn't have enough work for her over the summer. And I think the timing is actually pretty good because she was considering like switching career paths anyway. But it's still never fun, right? It's still not great. The good news is we're like totally good. The wedding is like pretty much already paid for and everything. And she's got a little bit of savings and whatnot, and we're just we're totally fine. Could be much worse. AI or Fed Gov bullshit? No, nothing like that. She's a CPA, and she is just like was just working in a place that doesn't have a ton of work during the summer, as most tax places don't. What career path is she looking towards? She wants to be a like a regular accountant. The stress levels of being a tax person have not been great for her. So I almost want to downtick Tamio on the scheme to see if they tap the Ghost Vacuum, and then I animate the Shieldred. Be kind of cute. I'm probably not doing that. I'm just gonna vamp up a Crab, I think. Maybe Memory Lapse is better. I'll just chill here behind my Tamio upticking. Shielding up okay? Yeah, like, she's obviously had a stressful day. But like I said, we'll be fine. You started in tax and became a regular accountant. It's the right move in the long run. Yeah, I mean the boom and bust cycle of the tax season is pretty rough for sure. You're in the process of getting your CPA right now. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Gibby. Good market to get into. Oh, she went up. Hey, quick rhyme. Thanks for the solid. Thanks for 22 months there. Yeah, it's not a job that attracts the kids, so it's a high demand field for sure. Why aren't they holding mana drain up? What happened there? Interesting. Well, this sucks against my Toxic Deluge. Kibby wins! Your boyfriend is an accountant. Highly recommend. He does my taxes for me and saves me the tedium. My fiance has no interest in doing extra taxes. One of my friends asked her if it was like, we've been looking for a new tax person. And I was just like, I haven't even asked her to do my taxes. What are you talking about? What are you? Where are you? Yeah, I almost kept the open aim. This hand is probably higher risk. Feels higher reward, though. And we're already on 6. I'm more willing to take risks once I'm already on 6. Well, we got a black source here anyway. Swamp, I summoned thee. Close enough. I'm just gonna pass. If they do nothing, we can literally vamp for a swamp. That's fine. You want to spin your top? Sure. You like how Jay Mascis from Dinosaur Jr. is the drummer of this band? Really? That's incredible, actually. Go, Fairy Mastermind, go! This cool. A little vamp action, that's fine. What do you think they're going to mystical for? Pillage the Bog, the weird tutor. Aight. My mom? You think they're going to tutor for my mom? I win! Hot diggity, huh?